So, is there room for seconds?
I want to make up for that abomination of a last answer.
Like, what do you got on the board? What do you got?
My final answer?
Is there room for a cannoli? What do we got?
Yeah, I'm gonna want to make out with you. It might be wild, but you know it's gonna be a hell of a ride.
My lips never really get chapped. That's kind of like my superpower. Yeah.
Holy fuck. Jesus Christ.
So Hope's the dirtiest one here as far as her mind goes.
Here we go.
I don't know if I'm gonna want to watch
3,
this back.
2.
I'm a big Panay guy.
Okay.
Bust out here. We're gonna bust out some controversial questions, maybe some deeper thoughts.
Because I'm about to clean 5.5, as they told me in the past. Yeah, not enough. I mean, what I'm used to hearing is not enough.
If you and only you could see one measurement or statistic over everyone's head, what would you want it to be?
It was about time I made my sweet return, right?
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we're back with our, what is it, our 8th?
Yeah.
It's our
Number 8.
Our 8th, number 8,
Yeah.
number 8 episode. I want to address this off the mic. Someone might be missing, okay? You've seen a guy 7 episodes in a row, and he's not here. Why, you may ask in the comment section. The king of the rizz himself, Jack Milliken, is not at the table tonight, but we're going to move forward because we have 4 lucky guests. And when I talk about love, I don't necessarily comprehend what I see at this table tonight because there's so much love around us that what we're about to see could absolutely blow up your television screen. We're going to start off with the ladies. We'll start off with Lainey, okay? Believe it or not, she was not expecting this. What brought you on the show, and kind of what are you, in order to date somebody, to really go for a date, what are you looking for personality-wise?
Yeah, definitely. So I saw Jack on Hinge, and he said, do you want to go on a, like, fun double date kind of thing for his YouTube channel? I was like, that sounds fun. So, and then something that I'm looking for, like, compatibility is, like, a communication, like, a very communicative person.
What makes someone a good communicator?
Just always telling how they feel.
You don't like the passive-aggressive, you like
No.
the straightforward.
Yes, be straightforward. Tell me how you feel. Be honest.
And that last question would be, have you ever been in a situation where it's too honest? Do you prefer the too honest versus someone who's going to kind of just let things, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, don't be rude, but honesty, yeah.
Honesty's the best
Yeah.
policy, as they say. We're going to go across the street. Brandon, first time on the show. What brought you on, and what are you looking for personality-wise in someone that would kind of bring in enough energy to go on a second date with?
Yeah, so Jack has told me about the show a bunch of times. My roommate was on last week's episode, or maybe the week prior, and he's like, you gotta get on the show, man. And I'm like, I'll let you know. And hit me up today. He's like, need somebody? I was like, fuck it, you know. Oh, can
You can go.
all right. Yeah. So, and in terms of like a partner, I feel like Lainey hit it on the nail right there. Communication. I'm huge on communication. Like, you can be a little rough in terms of like being honest, keep it raw. I like getting bullied a little bit sometimes. You gotta put me in my place. So, yeah, you can be straight up with me. Tell me how it is. I'll tell you how it is. And if we're there, it's good to go.
Now, I always got to ask a follow-up question. When you say you like getting bullied, what is that? Because I used to as well. You know what I'm saying? In the bedroom myself. And next thing you know, there ended up being some weird confrontation in there. So what do you think, like, being bullied, what do you like about being bullied in a relationship?
I think it keeps things fun. You know, a little like playful banter and like not like nagging, so to speak, but like, you know, maybe say I'm wearing like a silly shirt or something. I'll be like, I'll get out of here, you know, or like just like, I don't know, say I got like something in my face and I look and you like boink me or something.
Like
Yeah.
getting boinked, huh?
Yeah, so that's how I feel.
I like it. That was the first two. The second two, ladies and gentlemen, you've seen him early. You've seen him early in the seasons. Okay, we're bringing him back. This is kind of a cameo of sorts. Tommy Canino, ladies and gentlemen, he's back. What brought you back, and what are you looking for?
It was about time I made my sweet return, right? Jack hit me up past couple days and really wanted me on the show again. And, I'm a big fan of the show. Been here since day one. Nice little side character. I'm just excited to be back on the show. And you guys gave me my start. So thank you for that. Appreciate it.
Of course. I'm going to ask you a follow-up. I have to say on a side note, I couldn't help but notice the smile come out of Hope. Hope? Is it Hope?
Mm-hmm. Hope.
I could.
Just Hope.
Been drinking a little much. Drinking a little too much. English was always tough for me. You guys can laugh on the camera. But anyway, I couldn't help but notice the smile when he was talking. So when you kind of a smile is something that brings you all together. What about a smile makes you think, you know what, there could be purpose here? Talk about the beauty of the smile, if you don't mind.
Well, I said the beauty of the smile is, it's really what it's all about, right? That's probably the first thing I look at when I see a girl. Probably first her eyes and then her smile. And, it makes you approachable. It makes you seem like a normal human being that, would want to have a conversation and, go from there.
That's beautiful.
Thank you.
And did you happen to, one Sicilian to the next, did you happen to cross off the two boxes? Smile and the eyes. Did you happen to cross off the two boxes already?
Checks both boxes.
Checks on both. That's beautiful. After that, we'll go across. Hope.
Mm-hmm.
Proud Italian,
Yes.
as we made known prior to the show.
Yeah.
Why'd you come here? What brought you on? And then what do you look for? It's strictly personality-wise when you're looking for someone to date.
Okay. Well, I've known Lainey for years, since high school, and she messaged me like, do you want to try this out? And I was like, YOLO, why not? So, seems fun, so I'm free. Let's do it.
Simple.
And as far as personality goes, communication is very important and honesty, but I also love humor.
Okay.
That's a big thing for me. So, yeah.
Beautiful. Is one of those criteria guys wearing Kiss shirts by chance?
Possibly.
The potential. You never know.
Possibly.
You never know.
That's a great answer.
Okay. We're gonna go to the boards. Okay, this is where our show gets going. We're gonna go to the boards. I'm gonna go to a question I made up on the way over here. If you match a point with your significant other, you'll get a point. If you match the answer, you get a point. I'm making these numbers as we go. This is prior to being intimate with the other. A makeout, just your first makeout session. Okay. I'm sorry. Over or under 45 seconds. Okay, your first time kissing, you're making your first makeout session. I think 45 is a good number. Over or under 45 seconds. This could be a first date kind of thing. This could be whatever it's worth. Okay, this could be kind of the first time you're really feeling those butterflies, which I feel every time I meet a girl, because I kind of fall quick. I'm a Cancer, and that it's tough. It's tough. Over under 45 seconds. I think we got most of the answers down. We're gonna start off with Brandon. Over under 45.
So
make out first time.
I'm over 45. I'm a Mexican. My love is crazy. It's hot. It's spicy. So if the love's there and the passion's there, yeah, I'm gonna want to make out with you. It might be wild, but it's gonna be a hell of a ride.
Simple enough. Over 45. We'll go across the table. Lainey, can we get a point here? Over under 45. What do you got?
I said if it's good, over 45.
Ooh.
Oh.
There you go.
That candle just lit up a little more than it was. And why?
Because if it's good and you both like each other, why not Keep it going.
Why not keep it going? You don't have to. You don't have to set an alarm and cut it off at 45.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? Okay. All right. That's a point. That's a point to the end of the table. I'm not gonna keep Hope going last all show.
Okay.
Okay. So we'll go to Hope.
All right.
First time, kind of smooching.
I said over, because I feel like on the first time you're gonna be excited to do it. So
Simple
I
enough.
can't imagine myself just being like, wait a second, let's stop here.
Right.
I already started.
Now, can I ask you an old previous question,
Uh-huh.
if you don't mind? How many dates in before you? But how many dates in? Is the first date you looking for that smooch?
It depends
For
on
that
the
long
person.
smooch? Depends on the person.
Yeah. Depends on the person. I've done both.
You've done both. She's done both. She's done both. We have overs for 3. Tommy, what do we got?
We got under.
Under.
And I only say that because I thought it wouldn't be a continuous 45 seconds. You know, it'd be broken up a little bit.
Okay.
So I guess over time it would be, but I'd say initially probably under, and then, you know, we'll see where it goes from there. You know, maybe if she's biting or not. You know, that's what I'd like to go, or that's how I like to go about it.
So, for instance, I could be misinterpreting this. So you like to kind of kiss. You got the
Look into the eyes.
You got the usher in the
I
background.
like to take a step back
Talk
and
a little
admire.
bit.
Yeah, exactly.
You like to enjoy the process,
Yeah.
as they say. Okay.
Yeah.
1 point in the back. All right, 1 point in the back. We're going to the next question. This is a recurring segment. This is a recurring question. I apologize to the fans watching at home. What is the sexiest season to you? Okay, I know Jack knows I've asked this question many times. I believe there are 4 seasons: spring, summer, fall, and winter. What is the sexiest season to you? In other words, going on a date during this season, what really kind of... Tommy went to the board before I finished the question. So Hope's got a little Hope's a little nervous now because he put pen to paper quicker than I could have said the Pope is Catholic.
I swear I'm not a contrarian. I swear.
So Hope's nervous now. Okay, Hope's nervous. I believe everyone else has got it. We're waiting on her. Can we get the camera angle here? She's waiting on it. Right.
I got it.
What is the sexiest season when going on a date? As I like to do, I'm going to reverse right back to the last guy. Tommy, what do we got?
I got fall. And I say that because it's sweater weather. You know, the leaves are falling / changing colors. Perfect time to go out when it's not too hot, too cold. So maybe on like a chillier fall night, you could wear, like a cardigan, a flannel, a hoodie, anything. Jeans, maybe even shorts, depending on the night. But yeah, come on, dude.
That's on me.
That's
on me.
man.
And okay, I didn't want to see that tag. It's all brutal for me. This is
But
the
yeah.
reason I'm on this side of the mic. Because love is not.
Know your place. I'm kidding.
So
I love you. Anyways, back to
Not my
the
first time, not my
meat
first time.
potatoes. Yeah, no, perfect like patio weather. And I'd say like drink wise, you can kind of get whatever. It's not too cold for a marg. You could go, espresso martini. You could go like old fashioned. Really anything. Very versatile weather. And also with all the pretty colors.
Jack, did we run out of film based on that answer? Do we have enough film? We had to reset about 5 minutes. I'm joking. Well, guys, first. He said fall.
Yeah.
2 nice beards. What do we got, Brandon?
So my answer is spring. There's something about the flowers blossoming. There's something about the change in the weather where you're going from the dead winter to a warm, kind of sucky with the rain, spring. But I'll be honest, when I think of rain, I think of that one scene in Notebook where it's pouring out and they're like had a fight, but they realize they want each other and they just collide and they're just making out and professing their love.
Of course.
That's passionate.
Of course.
That's
passion.
love right there.
Pure.
And
So
I think of spring like that.
Would you say you're a hopeless romantic? Are you that level of passion? Or?
I can be a hopeless romantic, sure. I if there's passion there, oh my God, I go crazy for it. You're gonna want it.
It's all about the passion. It's
Absolutely.
all about the passion. It's like for instance, when I watch a good movie, I'm gonna tear up. I'm gonna tear up many a times. When I get a Lion's Choice sub or a Lion's Choice medium, I'm gonna tear up. Thank you. I'll pay you guys later for the laughs. Anyway, we'll go across the board. Save you for last.
All right.
I don't want to keep doing that.
That's all right.
Lainey, what do we got? Can we meet spring?
I said summer.
Oh.
I just think that the warm weather and the sun and the beach and just I love summer. I just love
Okay.
everything about summer. And like going on like spontaneous trips to the beach or any other place that's super warm is like my favorite thing.
I like that. You mentioned the beach.
Mhm.
Are you now? We're talking about a second date, if you don't mind.
Mhm.
Is the beach? The beach won't be a second date. You're thinking long term. Are you thinking long term? Would you like, in order for you to date somebody, would you like to really date somebody that you can see taken to the beach and traveling with? Is that something that you look for initially?
Yes. I would love to be able to take someone to the beach and just make those memories there.
And just drink fruity cocktails, listen to
Yes.
the waves. That's kind of your ideal date.
Yes.
That's your long term.
Just laying in the sun all day and talking.
Is it right if I throw a question in here?
Yeah, please.
Would you hypothetically help me build a sandcastle?
Yes.
All right.
Can we also dig like a really big hole?
Absolutely.
Okay,
Yeah.
perfect.
Literally
Oh
the
my
biggest hole
God.
in the beach.
Shocked you didn't ask
Yeah.
to play mermaids.
Oh my god.
That would be
All
my
of the
question.
above, honestly.
Has to like mermaids, huh?
Yeah.
Love it.
Say that for the next episode, I guess.
Yeah.
Hope, here we go again.
Yes. I said
He said fall?
winter.
Wow.
We got all the
I-
Wow.
All four corners.
Wow.
I said winter because I think of like, if it's snowing, you can, we're in Missouri, so when does that happen? But ideally, you have snow outside, you're cuddling up with a blanket, or like you're in the warmth and like cuddles and warm like tea or something. I don't know.
Are you a big Christmas fan?
I do love Christmas. That and Halloween, but Halloween's in the fall. I was
I love
between fall and
Halloween.
winter. I'm sorry.
You like the colder seasons?
I like the idea of the colder seasons, but I like the warmth better.
But as far as romance goes, you prefer the colder. Because you like having that,
Yeah.
having that blanket. You like listening to the fire crack.
Exactly.
Winter Wonderland type.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Winter Wonderland,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
Walk
Okay.
through the snow.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So cute.
Oh, forget about it. Forget it. An igloo, cut a little wine date in an igloo. Come on, that's
Little
all
horse
it takes.
carriage
Perfect.
ride.
That's all it takes. We'll go to the next. We'll go to the next question. I believe we're 1 down here and 0 down here. So
Yeah.
Hope and Tommy got to catch up.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
We'll do this. First date. Who pays for the tab? Split check. Girl, guy. Who pays for the tab? Okay, not to get too political here. Not to get too political. Who pays for the tab? And when I'm saying like who pays for the tab, like I'm acting like I'm Tommy. I'm acting like I'm Italian. I'm the most Irish, pale, white Irish, Hungarian motherfucker on the planet. But I'm trying to kind of act like I'm that guy. Who pays for the tab? I keep doing it. First date. We'll go right back to the last. Hope, who's paying for the tab? First date.
I'm traditional.
Would you like to dive a little? Would you like to kind of contribute a little? Like, or
What do you mean
dive
by
into
that?
Yeah. What's
I was raised that I am the one that's gonna be taking care of the family in the kitchen. I serve my husband, and the husband provides for the family. So that's how I've been raised.
Simple
and that's
enough.
what I believe.
And you're comfortable with that?
Absolutely.
Okay. Tommy, what do you got?
Also very traditional over here, guy.
Good point.
Yeah, no, I'm cool with picking up the tab the first date. Yeah, no, it's only right. And I'll probably be the one that like initiates it, right? Not that it can't go either way. I'm totally cool with a girl asking me out by all means, but yeah, I'll pick up the tab for quite a while until, things probably get serious. So yeah.
Now let me ask you a little mini question. Let's say you were to ask Tommy out on a date.
Mm-hmm.
Should he still pay if you asked?
Not necessarily. I could pay. I always offer.
You always offer? And what do you think? If she asks you, are you still paying?
Yeah, I'll still pay. But maybe if she's like, yeah, let's get around to shots, like I'm gonna get them. I'll let her get that. If she like very much insists. So you know what I'm saying? Like separate from what we're already kind of drinking, right?
Because by the time you're getting the shots, at that point you're having a good time.
Yeah, and I'm not really thinking, and I can't be like, no, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I don't want to seem like, you know, so.
Exactly.
'Cause I'm not.
And if you had to guess Hope's shot of choice, what would you say? Because she was saying this behind, once the mics started rolling, she said this behind the mics. She told Jack and I what her favorite shot was.
Well, I mean, are we talking like just straight up something or like a mixture of things? Is it any hint or not? No. You know what? I'll just go. I feel like you're a tequila gal.
I do like tequila, actually.
How about that? He's on the money. He's on the money. He's on the money.
I'm not a huge fan of tequila, but maybe that's because I drank a lot of shitty tequila in college.
I mean, there's other mixed shots
Right.
that are really good too.
Yeah.
Like a Starburst or like Lemon Drop are all really good, but
Yeah.
I do
Yeah,
like
yeah.
tequila.
God damn it. You
Gotta
just-
get a good tequila though.
it's crazy what you can feel on this side of the table.
We're cooking now. We're
It's crazy
cooking.
what you can feel.
Let me cook, man.
Yeah.
Let me
let's
cook.
not forget the other side. Let's not forget the other side.
All right.
Lainey, first date, who's paying for the tab?
I think that the guy should pay. I think it's like the guy is courting the girl at first, so I think that he should pay. And then after that, you know, I think that being fair about who pays is definitely something. But I think at first, since the guy is trying to court the girl, he should definitely pay.
What does court mean? What does
Like
that
he's
mean?
interested in her. Like
He's
he
interested?
wants to impress her. He wants like her to like him. So
He's pursuing her.
yeah,
He's
pursuing
pursuing
her.
He's courting.
Yes.
Yeah.
Have you
courting.
never heard that? Court.
I'm not.
It's an
Yeah,
old
I'm
term.
23.
Yeah.
I'm 23.
It's a
I'm too
very
old.
old term.
Okay. Brandon, can we match?
Yeah, so I doofed up. I just wrote me. I didn't write guy, but yeah, it's all me. If it's first date, yeah, I'm definitely covering. Like, I don't see a world where I'm gonna have you pay. If you asked, even I'm gonna spot it, right? If we change venues now, we go from like a restaurant to a bar or something, and you're getting extravagant on the drinks.
I'll pay
if
for
you
my
wanna
own drinks.
No, don't pay for your own drink. If you want to pay for one round, that's fine by me. But for the most part, I'm that guy. So.
Simple enough. Simple enough. So
I like
that
it.
guy.
2-1, 2-1 contest. We'll do a few more.
Yes.
We're gonna do one more.
Not yet.
We're gonna do one more question, and then we'll go to a little segment. Okay, we're gonna do one more question. We'll go to a little segment. 1 to 10. This is gonna be a number round. 1 to 10. How important are soft lips? Okay. For me, an example, I work out in the sun, and my lips are about as dry as anything you can get. Okay, so I'm kind of the 1. Okay, we're working on 1 to 10. 10 is like you're kissing mayonnaise. For instance, 10 is like you're kissing a jar of Hellmann's. So I'm not the greatest at this, but 1 to 10. So how important is soft lips when you're kissing for the first time? And be honest, everyone wants to say 10, but is it truly that important? We'll put this down. Clearly, as you can tell, I don't know. I don't know the answer, but I'm gonna keep talking. All right. Anyone want to shout out the IG? Anyone got an IG clout? Anyone with any clout in it?
I have 2.
You got 2. You got double IG.
Two.
You want to shout out the double IGs? You want to shout out the double IGs? There?
Alright, I got.
Pull it up. Pull up your
Pull it
fitness
up.
account.
We got
Oh
thousands.
yeah.
Yeah.
I got a regular
Thousands.
and I got a fitness account.
Oh, wow.
She's so sexy.
I
Throw them
got
out there in between a little intermission.
Hope17 Smith and I got hope.s_fit.
You're not gonna pull it out?
Check it out. Do you want me to pull it up?
I do.
We could do a little zoom in or something.
Show us your
Yeah.
best
Point
workout.
to the camera.
Yeah,
Point to the
the
camera.
fit.
Okay.
The fit pic. Yeah.
The fit.
Should I have
okay.
deadlift max?
Where's your Apple
Let's
Watch
see.
or your Garmin watch?
I forgot it at home.
Oh.
I have an
She just
Apple
talked about
Watch.
this
I
before and
literally
left that she
said on the
forgot
way
it.
over here.
Gotta
I
try to
know.
fake it.
I know.
Yeah.
Might be faking.
Let's see. I gotta find. a
Oh,
good
while
picture
she's trying to
here.
find that, anyone shout out anything?
I don't even know my IG, to be honest.
That's all right. The question was 1 to
Oh
10.
my god.
That one.
1 to 10. What's the importance?
That's pretty cool, dude.
we'll throw that in at the end.
We'll get it. Yeah.
Brandon,
I'll
1
have
to
it
10.
Okay.
How important is soft lips when you get that first kiss?
Yeah, I had a higher number, but you said like 10 was a texture of mayonnaise, so I lowered my number to a 7. I'm real. If you got dry lips, it's all good. I would prefer some soft lips, to match mine. But yeah, I'm realistic. 7's cool by me. Don't have like mayo-y lips, please.
Okay, that was my fault. That was a rough experience. Yeah.
What experience?
We had a mayonnaise thing going on. It was kind of weird. We had a mayonnaise fetish. Okay, so neither one else has answered. No one else has answered. Tommy, what do you got? 1 to 10.
Yeah, I'm like in the middle. I think it's 5 in terms of if we're talking. I kind of misunderstood the question for a second because I thought like 1 to 10 was like they're important. 10. I didn't listen. Right, you're good. Interesting question. Yeah, no, I think it's important. You know, to an extent, right? It kind of like makes or breaks, especially if it's like the first time. But you know, I personally, my lips never really get chapped. That's kind of like my superpower, if you can call it that. Yeah, I stay hydrated. Yeah, I think I got a good skincare routine. But yeah, not a huge deal breaker, but definitely, you know, don't want bad texture in there if I can avoid that. Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Oh, what do we got? 1 through 10.
I said 7. I feel like it is fairly important, but like both of them said, it's not gonna be like a deal breaker, because it happens.
Deer moose.
Yeah, deer, it happens.
Deer or moose.
But no, yeah. So I mean, I feel like I usually use chapstick, so most of the time my lips are pretty soft. But you know, we have our days that it's not, so I can't tell
It's a little
everybody.
cold out.
Yeah, exactly.
What brand of chapstick?
Just regular
Chapstick
brand.
clean flavor.
Original.
Original. Get the black. The black.
Yeah.
Keep it clean, and it works.
Yeah. Works great.
Nothing wrong with the original. Everyone's talking about nowadays like Aqua 4 and Carmex.
I
and
don't
I
like
go,
the Aquaphor.
What's wrong with the regular? What's wrong with the plain Jane?
Yeah.
Here we go, Lainey. To match.
Okay.
What do we got?
I said an 8.
Ooh,
I almost changed it to 7, but I did not. I moisturize to the gods. I moisturize a lot, especially making sure my lips are not crusty. So it's not a deal breaker for sure, but
If you're
like
kissing
soft
crusty lips, you might.
Yeah, just don't have crusty lips, you know?
Have you ever had crusty lips? If you don't mind me asking?
Have I?
Yeah.
I mean, when it's
Or do
like
you keep it pretty consistent to where you never get to
pretty
that point?
consistent, but when it's a cold day, sometimes they get chapped.
February can get tough.
Mm-hmm.
I actually had 8, and then the whole Mayo exam.
I had a 7.5, and then I did.
Yeah.
Well, because like I thought about
Oh no, the mayo is bad.
Come on, dude.
Mayo is bad.
Don't be too hard on yourself, but
Comment section.
Love you, bro.
Always back in the comment section. People do tell me that I miss. Okay, here's the last segment before I believe Jack and I will switch to the cards.
Oh, all right.
You can leave the boards down, believe it or not.
Okay.
I'm going to pull out the phone. We're going to do one at a time what we call a 30-second, half an hour, or half a minute.
There you go.
Half a minute to rizz it. You're going to have a 30-second speed date. 30 seconds, you're in charge to spit that game. Okay? We're going to start off with Lainey.
Oh, God.
30 seconds to spit the best game you got. I'll put it on the
Should I
phone.
use my pickup line?
You can use whatever you got in the back pocket. We're going to do 30 seconds. Let me get this set up. 30 seconds, 30 seconds to rizz it. 3, 2, spit that game.
Okay. Can I see your hand?
oh yeah. Oh,
Okay. No, like this.
oh, like that. Okay.
Did you know that I read palms?
No.
And I can see our future together?
Oh shit!
was
That's all I got.
You get about 15. You ain't work with 15. You got 15.
Anything in the
extra?
back burner?
I don't have anything else in the back burner. That's all I had.
Favorite sub sandwich? Anything?
What's your favorite sub sandwich?
Sub sandwich? I always go Italian.
Okay.
That's a good
Okay.
option.
Jimmy John's or Subway?
Jimmy John's.
Yes.
Time.
Actually,
Wow.
Firehouse subs, but
Oh. Go to the firehouse. That was beautiful.
that's sweet.
We'll go ladies first.
Okay.
30 seconds. Look at this beautiful looking guy. That might be the nicest beard I've ever seen in my life.
Stop it.
30 seconds. One Italian, as I like to say, to the next. 30 seconds to spittle the game. 3, 2, 1.
What's your favorite pasta?
I'm a big penne guy.
Okay. I like tortellini.
Oh, all right, cool.
Or gnocchi.
That's a good one too.
I had some homemade recently. You should try it.
Yeah. Did you cook it?
No.
Did you make it?
No.
Who made it?
It was a restaurant in New York.
Nice.
All right. I have one pickup line. How much time I got?
About 3 seconds.
All right. Do you have a map?
No.
All right, time.
Because I got one.
All right, that was good. That was really good.
Okay.
That was really.
That's
You had
all
him.
you
You
get.
had him till you brought up the gnocchi. I think you had him in the Italian stuff till you brought up the
Folded.
gnocchi. Okay, we'll go right back across the table. Tommy, you got 30 seconds.
Hit it.
There's a cannoli flying around the room right now. I can kind of feel that. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1.
So you're from this earth, right?
Mhm.
I can't tell because of how much you're glowing right now.
That's a good one.
It is. I mean, it is a golden hour, or at least it was. I wonder what you look like when you walked in here. I didn't get to see it. You only saw me when you walked in, or when I walked in.
15.
That was good.
Thank you
Better
for
than
straightening
mine
your
was.
hair too. It looks very nice. It looks very
I
nice.
tried
But I'd
my
love to
best.
see it wavy too.
Well, I passed the pull check, so.
Time. All right, you guys are killing this. Brandon,
All right.
30 seconds. Spit that magic. 3, 2, 1.
So I know you said you don't know what your like ethnicity is, but if I were to guess, I'm gonna say Greek because you remind me of a very, very important figure, the Greek goddess Athena. You have something about you. Let me ask you something else. You've been
Yes.
in New York,
I have been to New York.
New York City.
Yes.
What about like upstate?
I've been to like Times Square.
Okay. Well, if you give me a chance, I'll show you my world. I'll take you upstate. I'll show you all the orchards, wineries, and we'll have a good time. I'll show you everything that New York has to offer.
Awesome.
Oh my
Wow,
That was
strong
good.
showing all around.
We went 7 seconds.
There we go.
We went 7 seconds over. I couldn't click. it.
distracted, huh?
I got distracted.
You pulled it in.
You want to go to New York?
Like one of these, I heard orchard. All right, so now we'll do this before we switch hosts for a second. Across the table, one at a time, 1 to 10. Everyone on their boards, 1 to 10. How good was the rizz across the table? Be honest. Be honest. This is the most honest show on the planet. Shout out Ragazzi's. As we know, this is a classic shout out. Jeff, you need to shout out anything else?
Gotta shout out Ryan.
Shout out Ryan Walterman, Lebanon Mo Country Station. I wish I knew the station. Ryan Walterman.
Here you go. I'm gonna pull the station up.
We'll pull the station up. Go ahead and rank the rizz 1 to 10, and we'll reveal. Brandon, what do you got? 1 to 10. How good was Laney's rizz?
You said communication's honest is important, so here's my honesty.
Okay.
It was a great pickup line, though. To be fair.
What was the number?
Oh, it's a 7.
It's a 7.
Yeah, that's not bad. It's a good number.
Smooth.
It's
It
not
was.
bad.
It was very smooth.
It was
Yeah.
smooth.
What about it? What about it being at a
I
7?
know.
Um,
I should have had more.
if you had something in the back burner, I definitely would have elevated that.
Mhm.
I'm very easy to impress. You know, I'll laugh over all your corny jokes, funny jokes, silly jokes. You know,
Simple enough.
Simple enough.
Laney, we'll go back across the table here. What did you have for Brandon 1 to 10?
I gave him a 9.
Ooh.
I liked
what?
the goddess Athena and liked New York, so I thought that it flowed very, very good.
Done.
Simple as that.
Nicely done.
And you're from New York.
I'm not from New York.
All right, so we'll go down the ladder. We'll go down the ladder. Hope. He gave you everything.
He did. I gave him a 9. I feel like everybody can always do better, so I didn't give you a 10, but you did good.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Simple as that. There's no anything that struck you. Kind of. It was a clean 9.
Yeah.
It's clean.
Yeah,
Nothing wrong
I
with a clean
enjoyed
9.
it.
Nothing wrong with a
I
clean 9.
enjoyed it.
Because I'm about to clean 5.5, as what they told me in the past. Yeah, not enough. What I'm used to hearing is not enough. Anyway, she gave you the 9. You gave him the 9.
Mm-hmm.
They're 2 points ahead. Or you guys have 2 points. You guys have 1 point. If we have an 8 or higher, we'll score a point. Tommy, what do you got? How was Hope's rizz?
Said she was 7.5. Only because.
That'll do it.
Only because stumbled a little bit, but you came back with the gnocchi and got me. You got me.
Okay.
You really, I saw the line and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna buy, and then I did. So that got me, but definitely, definitely some room for improvement there,
The
but
pasta got you.
don't sweat it. Oh yeah, for sure.
Italian.
But don't sweat it too much.
Do you
can improve.
Do you think it's a little bit of a? Do you think it's a little bit of a softball for her to play the Italian, or did you find it? Did you think it was that was the right thing to do?
I like that. No, yeah,
You like that?
Yeah,
Play the
yeah.
Italian.
for sure.
Cool. So I think we're 2-2. I think we're tied up. All right. I don't know if anyone else is keeping score. I'm trying to.
Yeah, 2-2.
Something like that.
Jack, do we want to do the card game?
Let's do it.
Let's do the card game. We're gonna switch hosts. The man you've seen on the side of the table many a times. On the mic, on the host mic, ladies and gentlemen, Jack Milligan. We're gonna switch it up. Applause.
Look at that flow, baby. Oh,
Wow, there's some
woo!
From behind the table, it's looking good. I forgot that I took this from myself.
All good.
We got to do a quick shout out. We got to shout out. The camera's not on. That's okay. We got to shout out Ryan Walterman, KJEL 103.7. Ryan Walterman. Listen to him. I'm not sure what days, but you'll find him. Okay, we are going to. Has the candle been making it a little hot? Do you guys need to go to the bathroom or anything? You guys good?
I'm all right.
I'm good.
I'm good.
First,
yeah.
this is good for you guys. This is the first episode we've had no bathroom breaks.
Oh,
Really?
because it's so good. That's why.
So we're gonna bust out here. We're gonna bust out some controversial questions, maybe some deeper thoughts. Okay, and we're gonna just kind of do some open discussion. Let's see. Well, we'll write on the boards still. We'll write on the boards. We're kind of doing this on the fly.
I like the boards.
Yeah, I like the boards.
So we're gonna do the boards. I'm gonna ask the question,
Hold the boards this way.
and then I'm going to kind of work off of you guys and see. We're gonna talk a little bit about this. Okay. So, could you have a serious relationship with someone who expressed that they thought they were unworthy of the relationship? Yes or no? And then we'll kind of explain. Could you have a serious relationship with someone who expressed that they thought they were unworthy of the relationship? Seen some interesting answers on the board here. Okay, we're gonna dive deep into this. Lainey, you still thinking over there?
Yes.
Take your time.
Say
Take your
it
time.
again.
Could you have a serious relationship with someone who expressed that they thought they were unworthy of the relationship?
I see both sides. Okay, I think I'm ready.
Okay. Do we have all the answers on the board?
Yeah.
All right. We'll start with Hope. Hope's been getting the tail end of these lately. We'll get you started.
I said yes.
Okay.
Because I feel like if I can really just show that and tell them over and over and over again that they are worthy and just show that I put a lot of effort into the relationship, then maybe eventually they'll believe it.
Okay, let me ask you this. If they think they're unworthy, why should you think they are worthy? If they think they're unworthy, why would you sit there and say, yeah, if they're unworthy, maybe I should just accept what they're saying? And
Well, everyone's harder on themselves than other people.
it's a lovely answer. It's a lovely answer. Tommy's getting excited over there. Brandon, what do we have on the board?
I'm gonna match Hope's answer and say yes. Reason being, it's like, again, I'm big on communication. So if you're feeling unworthy, let's talk it out. Let's see where your head's at. Why are you being so hard on yourself? Maybe I can point out maybe some things that you aren't noticing, that you aren't really giving yourself credit for, and maybe you can recognize that worthiness in yourself.
Okay. Now, they feel they're unworthy. Is there going to bring any challenges into the relationship? Or are they going to be maybe toxic because of that, you think? You foresee these things happening?
There could be challenges. I think, if the challenge is there and I want a serious relationship with that person, then I'm going to put the effort forward and facing that challenge head first, facing the adversity. And if it doesn't work out, then it doesn't work out. But I'm going to at least put the effort in first.
Strong man. Strong man. Okay. Lainey, what do we have on the board?
I said no because
Ooh.
I think that in a relationship you should try to view yourselves as equal as possible. Obviously, like, if somebody doesn't feel unworthy, like, we can talk through that and work it out together. But I think that we should try to view ourselves as equal as possible in the relationship, and we wouldn't want the other person to feel unworthy because of that.
It's a fair point. I like that. Mr. T, what do we got
I
on
said
the board?
yes. Let's talk it out. / let's talk about it. I think any relationship on any kind of level, not just a romantic relationship. This could be familial. It could be with your friends, whoever. I think if anyone is feeling down or unworthy about anything, I think it can be resolved by talking about it and seeing why and how they can improve themselves, or how they think we can talk about how we can get you to feeling worthy, So I think anything can be resolved, with some time, some effort, some love, and and if it ends up not working out, just like Brandon said, then it's not meant to be, and that's okay. That's life.
Let's try to keep the answers to maybe under 5 minutes. All right. We're on a time budget. No, you're doing great. That was a great answer. We're gonna go on to the second card now. Okay. You can write your answer on the board. We'll have an open discussion. So we had a little mix-up over here. Brandon said yes. Lainey said no. I appreciate that. We have 2 yeses over here. That's another point to this team.
Oh, we're still doing points.
Little technical difficulties back there.
Should we be keeping track?
3-2.
Nah, we never keep track.
Okay.
We have no idea what
later.
When you forget, we'll.
I don't even know if
we'll
it was
Yeah.
tied in the first
We're
place.
like
I think
5
we
points
only
ahead
had
of
one
you.
for the longest
No
time.
idea.
Okay, on to the next. We doing okay back there, Jack? He's grabbing a beer from the fridge. Grabbing a seltzer. Okay. Which of your personality traits are you most proud of? Make it interesting. Now when we're talking about this, what traits do you want to exhibit to the world? What do you want people to see about you? What are you most proud of? What makes you go, this is what makes me valuable?
Come here. Is that spelling right?
Is it spelled right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's spelled
I'm
right.
pretty sure, yeah. Just want to make sure.
That's a great answer.
I don't want to look dumb.
No, you can't look dumb on here, man.
All right, I can't. Or else game over.
We get the comment section will attack you if you do
Right,
something wrong.
right.
Maybe you should spell it wrong
know
just to
how
get
to
some
spell
comment
Some
section.
clout, yeah.
Oh, you're having a hard time
You're
spelling
asking
too.
me?
I don't know how to spell it.
I'm
I'm
gonna get
terrible
roasted in the
at spelling.
comment section for the spelling. I think it's right. Is that right?
That's close enough. You know
what?
Just
Can
leave
I-
it at that.
can I just say it?
Yeah, leave it at that.
I'll just put a line through it.
All right, this
That's
is
good, that's fine.
Yeah, you read for me, dog.
I'll
we had a lot of spelling issues.
Can I show the camera?
Yeah,
Like that.
Yeah.
that's close. You're like 60% of the way there.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, do we have all the answers on the board?
Oh, we're
Yes.
getting. I know we don't.
Yeah,
know.
yeah,
we're
I
good,
guess
we're
I
good.
could have.
We're good.
Oh,
All right.
lost cap on that one.
We will start. We'll start with Lainey.
Okay, so it's spelled wrong, so I'm not even gonna show you, but I can.
No, show the cameras.
I show the.
Show
cameras.
it.
You'll see it.
Do it.
Into
So
the mic there, Lainey. Bring your mic.
Sorry.
There you go. Yep.
So being spontaneous. We're gonna turn that back around.
Now, just to be
Spell
clear,
check. Hey, spell check would help you out.
SPONTA is how you spell spontaneous.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
We're changing the definition.
Being spontaneous, I love just saying yes to things and just going with it.
Yeah.
Being here is a prime example of that. You just never know what's gonna happen. So.
Yeah, I commend both of you ladies. You came here, you said, you know what? I'm going to be in a room with 4 other large, muscular gentlemen, if I do say so myself. And you guys still showed up and came in confident and you were ready to talk, so I very much so commend you for that.
Big kahunas.
Let's hop over to Hope. What do we have on the board?
I said bold. I feel like I'm pretty
Mm.
bold most of the time. Like I'm talkative. I don't really care what people have to think about me. I'll just do it. So
Bold. And how do you do that? You know, what's a real life situation where you've been bold?
oh gosh.
Putting you on the spot.
I mean, I feel like I'm always just bold. I feel like confidence goes hand in hand.
Mm.
Like if I'm just like, I don't know. I mean, I guess you could say just come in here, I just talk immediately. Like I'm not gonna sit there and be shy.
Yeah, absolutely. That's
Yeah.
a key point. Bold. Now, what do you guys think? Spontaneity, boldness, is that something that the gentlemen look for in ladies?
Spontaneous, absolutely.
Oh.
Hopefully it's
For
not
sure.
spelling, because I can't do
No,
that.
let the comment
Sorry,
section
I
fix that. You're
can't
fine.
either.
For sure, yeah. I want a girl to keep me on my toes, and I think being bold definitely goes hand in hand with that. So
Okay. What do you have on the board, Tom?
I have my charisma. I think I can be charming, and I can I love meeting new people. You know, I'm really good with family, moms especially. Yeah, I think I love talking about literally anything, even if it's something that I'm not really well versed on. I think, you know, I can learn something from it and add something to the conversation as well. So yeah, I love talking and I love being a social butterfly.
Hope, put you on the spot again. On a scale of 1 to 10, what would you give Tommy on his charisma?
I'd say pretty good. I mean, whenever we did the 30 seconds, a speed date, you did good. So yeah.
Thanks.
Brandon, what's on the board?
I got quirkiness. I'm kind of like an orange cat. I'll get the zoomies. I want to have some fun. I'll want to run around somewhere. I want to do something spontaneous. You know, I think my personality it can flip a switch. I can be silly. I can be goofy. Goofy goober, silly goose. Shout out to my roommate for that.
Classic Jake line.
Classic Jake line. So yeah, I think I take pride. I take pride in this.
Yeah.
We're struggling with the vocabulary today.
It's hot in here.
It's
It is-
really
it is
hot
hot in
here.
here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like a grease ball, right?
Yeah, we're almost
Yeah.
finished. We'll get the AC back on, okay? We're working on a tight budget here. We'll ask a third question, third and final, okay? Another deep one. If you and only you could see one measurement or statistic over everyone's head, what would you want it to be? If you could see a statistic, if you were looking at Lainey and you could see a statistic about Lainey, maybe how many homeless people she's given money to, for example. How many shopping carts has she put back? How many shopping carts has she left out on the lot? Could be anything. What would you guys like to see over someone's head?
Oh, gosh.
Tommy, you
You're
are
thinking
sick.
of one. I know.
Now, for me, what I would choose is maybe how many times they poop on a daily basis. That would indicate their health, maybe their gut biome, and we would get some accurate statistics. It may have something to do with maybe they could make better children if the more that they go in the bathroom each day. I don't know, but
Could be.
No, you don't know what I'm saying.
I think Lainey's gonna put some twisted stuff on that board.
No.
Lainey is smiling
No,
maniacally.
because the joke you made.
All right. I'm doing okay on the jokes tonight. Doing okay on the jokes.
Oh gosh, I don't even know.
It's a tough one. It's a tough one.
It is a tough one.
It's interesting. It's a something to make you think. Something to kind of make you go, yeah. This would make the world a better place. How many times have they lied? How many times have they screwed someone over? How many sexual partners do they have? Maybe not. I don't know. Could be. I'm just gonna keep listing off random things until everyone's got it on.
How many
board.
TikToks you watch a day or something?
How many
like that?
TikToks you watch a day?
Could be anything. Yeah.
How many beers do you drink on a daily basis? On a daily basis. You know, how many? Is everyone almost finished? Because I'm running out of things to say here.
I'm good.
You said the one that I wanted to put.
Oh, okay.
But
Did you change it up, or is it in there still?
no, I'm keeping it.
Okay.
No, I saw. I think I know what you're talking about.
That was one that I feel like a lot of people were thinking of.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't-
You
Okay.
guided us into that question.
Yeah.
You knew what you were doing.
We got a little fancy here. Okay. Let's go over to Brandon. What do you have on the board?
I have something different. If I had
You're
more
a
time,
sweetheart.
I would have had maybe a different answer. But how often do you tip service workers?
Oh,
That's a
that's
great-
a good one.
That's a
Nice,
great one,
Brandon.
honestly.
I used to work in a deli, and I think tipping is very important. And I've been on dates where people are rude to service workers, hostess, waiters, and that's just the biggest red flag to me. If you
Yeah.
tip them, if you're nice, then I think you're a good, genuine person. So,
Great
yeah.
answer. Great.
Let's bring it on over to the right. T-Bone, what do you have on there?
I have. I wanted to be kind of funny with this. How many curbs you've hit? If you're a good driver or not? Because I'm cool with driving and everything, but I'm cool with having the passenger princess. But personally, I want to be a passenger prince some days, and I'd like to make it home alive. So I think that's kind of important, but also funny at the same time. So yeah.
Okay. Interesting. Hope, what do we have on the board?
I didn't know if I was allowed to put this, so I didn't put it at first. But then you gave the okay.
Oh, yeah.
I
Oh,
knew
yeah.
it. I knew it.
Whoa.
Okay. And so
I
why
fucking
the
knew
body
it.
count?
I want to know if you're dirty or not.
So let's dive deeper.
Either way.
You want to know you want to make sure is it preferable for a gentleman that you date to have a lower body count?
Typically, like, I don't want it to be in, like, high double digits or anything.
Okay, okay.
I've met some questionable people.
And so if they've slept around a lot, that indicates maybe they're not going to maybe take you seriously. Maybe it's not special to them. Is that fair to say?
Possibly, yeah. I
Okay.
mean, if they're, like, sleeping around a lot, I want to make sure they're getting checked out for, like, diseases, too.
Yeah. Okay. Lainey, what do we have on the board?
I said how many shots that someone can do.
Oh.
I think it's important to know how much someone can handle their liquor, and if you're gonna have to cancel the party early to take them home. So I think it's important to know.
And how many shots can you do?
God, like, what are we talking on? Like, I didn't eat back to back in one night.
You
like,
ate good night.
You had a bunch
Going
of
for
bread.
it.
I mean, you
Yeah.
filled up on
A
food.
spacing them out. Probably at least a solid 10.
Woo.
There we go.
Wow.
That's a
Tequila?
crazy night. And does the night get
Vodka.
wild? Okay.
That's an Uber home for sure.
That definitely is an Uber home.
So Hope's the dirtiest one here as far as her mind goes.
Happens.
She gets right to it. Tommy, I thought you were talking about curves for a second. I thought
Curves.
you asked how many curves does a lady
That's
have.
what I thought at first, too.
Yeah. I thought, okay, you're a sick son of a bitch.
No.
Okay,
Curves.
well that wraps up that segment. I'm gonna bring it back to the man himself, Mr. Jack Ryan, and we're gonna finish out the show here. Does that sound good, Jack?
Yeah.
All right. That's our handshake. It's a secret handshake.
I hope you keep that in the footage.
Yeah. You can't cut that now.
He killed it. I'm about to fucking resign it. All right. So here it is.
You guys-
Here's the ending.
guys good on?
Here's the ending program.
Another
I'll
drink.
take one more.
All right.
You want
You
a
go
claw or
lean
you
in.
want that?
Either way.
Is that okay?
That works.
You
Thank
want it? Are
you.
you fine?
I'm fine. Thank you.
So
I'm chilling. Thank you.
here's a new segment.
New.
We're gonna do this. We're gonna go back to 30 seconds. Okay, different hosts. 30 seconds each. Rizzing up the opponent or the date, as we should say. You can only make noises for 30 seconds. You cannot speak English.
Oh, no.
Okay? You can only make noises for 30 seconds and try to spit a little game. Alright? We got to keep things interesting because people at home they're getting bored. They're getting bored.
God, dude.
So you can only make noises.
Oh, God.
I'll put it out to the team here. Does anyone like to start?
There we go.
I'll start.
Only make noises for 30 seconds. Let me bring this. I'll bring the stopwatch out. You and Hope, there's been something here that the people have realized. There's something there, and I'd like to see how this game goes here. Noises only 30 seconds. 3, 2, 1.
Hmm. 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 Hmm.
You can do more than
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what you do.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah.
3, 2, 1. That was the first time ever we did this segment. You knocked it out of the park.
It's like
You knocked it out of the
ASMR.
park.
I was trying to.
I was expecting
I
worse.
don't
You
know,
knocked it out of
man.
the park.
I don't know, bro.
We'll go guys first this time. Brandon.
I'm
Noises
conflicted.
only. You can schmlashmally. You can shmee. You can do anything. You can do
Oh,
anything.
no.
That's the thing. I should have. So you can
You're
do
good.
any noise.
You're
any,
good.
Any
I mean,
noise
it
you
wouldn't.
possibly-
I just would have made you
You know what I'm
laugh.
saying?
Like, it's.
I'm about to go for a world record here.
Go ahead.
30 seconds. Noises only. Flirt. You gotta flirt with the noises.
I'm afraid to make eye
2,
contact doing this.
3,
When you
2,
do it.
and 1.
Oh,
20 seconds.
Dude, you got time.
my god. Going to that moose. 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, you were not about that. I didn't know. What you were like, what is this guy doing right now?
The halfway cow switch up was actually decent. The halfway cow switch
I thought I could go for longer. I was losing my breath on that. I was
That was
like,
good, though.
10
Yeah.
seconds? I was like, yeah, I can't do that any longer.
All right, we'll go across the table. Laney, 30 seconds. Flirt game. I need to reiterate that. You're trying to flirt with noises. No, I'm not taking shots at Brandon.
No, you can because that was silly.
Trying to flirt so you can. You know what I'm saying? That's what I would have done. I would have done the kissy. Okay. So 30. So you have 30 seconds.
You thought about how what you wanted to do
planned
before
this
this.
out last night.
Yeah.
I was real lonely. I was real lonely and I was real tired and real sad. Okay,
Oh
so
my
here
God.
we go.
I don't know if I'm gonna want to watch
3,
this back.
2, and 1. Stop it. 20 seconds. She's a one-trick pony. 10 seconds. On the way over, she's going to tap the glass. I'll only tap the glass.
Do something wild.
Time. Okay. That was really good. If you guys are on TikTok,
That was
That
nice.
was
That was nice.
That was-
honestly,
that was
that was cool.
No, that was really good. That was actually extremely
I don't have
good.
my nails anymore. I took mine off.
Oh no.
So yeah, so you're kind of lost.
I am
Hope's kind of lost.
It is
30
wet
seconds.
in here.
Repeat, can
You can't. You can do whatever you
Yeah,
want.
do
You
something.
started off
You took mine.
again. Let me
Me?
Let me reiterate. The point of the game is to flirt with the next, the best you can. Only sounds. Okay. Here we go. Hope 3, 2, and begin. Keep it PG.
Eh?
Keep it PG.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Holy fuck. Jesus Christ.
Mm.
Turn the fucking parental guides on.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
5 seconds.
Yeah.
Right.
Damn, you were cooking.
I might be bricked. Wow, to say the least. I did not expect a That must be some Sicilian fucking lingo going back and forth. I didn't know what that shit was. We'll do this. We'll call it a day here. We're gonna write on our boards. Yes or no. Do you see room for seconds? We're gonna get straight to it. Be honest. Be honest with each other. The person across the table, was there enough chemistry to see room for a second date? Okay? Yes or no? Be brutally honest. We've done this show 8 times now. And we don't like to just play the game. Okay? We don't like to play the game. So, is there room for seconds? We're going to start off with Brandon. We're right back to, is there room for seconds with Laney? Do you see a second chance for a date? Yes or no? And please explain, is there room for seconds?
I want to make up for that abomination of a last answer. I'm going to say yes. Yes.
And why? What in the 45 minutes we had at the speed date, what kind of made you think that there could be room for a second date? What gathered you?
Yeah, no, I really dig her personality. I dig that she feels that communication is important. I thought she was pretty funny. Her flirting definitely, non-verbal flirting, I should specify, was pretty spectacular. Honestly, though, not spectacular as Hope's. Like that.
Uh-oh.
That,
First time.
That was next level. Let's be real.
First time we've seen this.
But yeah, Laney, definitely room for seconds.
Okay, simple enough. Laney, after hearing that, that's a little tough. Okay? It's a little tough. He said yes. He said there's room for a second chance. Laney, what do you got on the board?
I said yes.
And why?
I like your quirkiness. I feel like you're not afraid to be yourself. And I definitely think with the communication, that's such a big thing. And I've just enjoyed hanging out with you.
Now, whether one of you two initiate the second date, do you guys have any sort of mindset on what the second date would be? Either one of you guys? Is it a dinner? Is it a walk? Is it an ice cream? What are you guys thinking?
You like museum trips, art museum,
Yeah.
maybe Forest Park or something like
I
that?
love Forest Park.
I fucking
Okay.
hate museums.
Hell yeah.
Ladies, like the last thing I ever want to fucking do is a museum. I fucking hate museums.
No, like the art museum
art
in Forest
museum,
Park
bro.
with
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
the boats, the paddle boats.
Do you smoke? Okay. Just want to ask.
But you guys each enjoy museums.
Yeah.
You guys do?
Museums.
Is it?
Yeah.
What would be the preference in art? Or would it be in art or in history?
I always
Art.
prefer art.
I like
yeah.
art, yeah.
You guys both like art. You guys have been on the same page since the moment we started fucking rolling the cameras. You guys have been on the same page since we started rolling the cameras. Tommy, you've been here before, and I've never seen the eyes light up like they have tonight. I've never seen the eyes light up. Is there room for seconds with hope? What do you got?
My final answer? Yes. I thought we got along pretty well and vibed together. And, yeah, I'd like to see where it goes.
Now, if you don't mind me asking, I always got to contribute. You mentioned early in the show you noticed a smile in the eyes. Throughout the show, did that captivate you? Was it tough for you to look at, was it tough for you to avoid something that was so brilliant? I don't know what I'm saying, but was it? But because I'm a hopeless romantic. When you get the eyes and the smile, was it tough for you to look away from that, or was that something that kept bringing you in throughout the show, plus more?
Kept bringing me back for sure. It made it easier when I was doing caveman noises. So for sure, yeah, definitely.
Cool. Hope, is there room for a cannoli in between? I gotta do an Italian date. Is there room for a cannoli? What do we got?
I said yes.
Oh my god!
I
And
thought we
why is
got
that?
along well. I had fun talking with you.
Simple enough, because you're doing the kind of the hand folding that I've seen many times when my relationships have folded. So is the hand folding, is that showing that maybe there's room for a sandwich date, or what would be the second between you guys, if you don't mind?
I usually like the guy to plan it.
You like to plan it?
I
So
like him to plan it.
You want to put him on the spot.
Mm-hmm.
Now, right now that you said that, he has so many thoughts going through his head right now, thinking about the date. What would be the first date?
It depends on the kind of day. If it's extremely hot, then somewhere inside. Maybe drinks in a. I didn't see it, bro. I didn't see it. Don't worry. Yeah, maybe drinks inside of a.
TJ Maxx.
It depends. Maybe watching the Cardinal game or the soccer game, going somewhere for that, or inside a wine bar, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
If it's not ungodly hot out, then maybe sit on a patio, get some food, or stroll through the park or something like that. That'd be cool.
Let me say this before we roll credits here. Last thing, no need to go on the boards. Your guys' first date, let's say it's a dinner date, and I get it, I have stuff dripping off of my week and a half beard that's not existent. Across the board, you're at a dinner date, whatever it might be. Are you sitting on the same side of the table, or are you sitting on opposite? We don't need to put it on the boards. Same side of the table or opposite, Tommy?
Opposite for sure. So you can
Opposite?
look at each
Same
other.
Same side or opposite?
I think opposite. Mm-hmm.
Sure about that? That sounded a little...
It depends. If it's one of those corner booths,
Yeah.
then obviously you're not gonna sit because they're
Right.
kind of far, so then side to side. But if you're at a table that's just square,
Like this.
yeah,
So,
opposite.
but if you happen to be in a tight corner booth next to him, you'd be like, you know what, I'll sit next to Tommy, right? Laney, what we got? You sit
It's
next,
opposite, so you
Opposite?
can look at each other.
make that eye contact,
Yeah.
face to face. Brandon,
Yeah, I think first, second date, opposite. If we're feeling each other, maybe we'll sit next to each other. I'm big on physical touch, so I love that if you're sitting next to me. But yeah, I think opposite for the first two.
beautiful. Ladies and gentlemen, this is one of the few times we've had. I don't know. Jack might speak better than I. We've had two connections.
I'll tell you this. TJ Maxx will give you the best discount on a shirt that people compliment you on. If you want to get complimented, you don't. It's not about you liking the shirt. It's about other people complimenting you. You go to TJ Maxx, spend about $2.50. You can be in the shoes that I am.
Bro, I already told you I liked your shirt. All right, shut the fuck up.
But we'll say this: we had 2 wins. We're gonna do a little follow up on the show. We'd like to do a little follow up on the second date. Thank you to everyone coming out. Anyone like to make a last comment? Anyone want to shout out a company? Does anyone want to shout out a Ted Drews? Anyone want to shout out, I don't know, he's a South City guy over here. Does he Eureka? You want to shout out Eureka football team? Does anyone want to make a shout out before we call it a night?
Yeah, I just want to plug High Noon. Shout out to High Noon for the delicious seltzers. Follow my IG, B_Leva98.
Shout out Hope for coming with me.
You're welcome anytime.
Yeah.
Shout out Hope. They came out. Next thing you know, they're on Instagram. We got 10K views easy.
Yeah.
Minimum.
Shout out.
Brands.
Shout out. LeGrand's. Shout out the Hill neighborhood. Shout out St. Ambrose.
Shout out St. Ambrose. Guys, it's been beautiful. The love is around the table. And at the end of that, we'll call it a night. Roll credits.